We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. First down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Try to get it to Landry there.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Following the interception here, Mariota under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Christian Kirksey not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Mariota. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling,
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Kirksey in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Easy. Keep it rolling.
From the gun, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A second down throw for Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First and 10, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, first and 10 at their own 23. Throwing is Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. To throw is Mariota. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mariota being chased out left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. to Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota out to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota going for it all. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Pushing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Back there, that Philly. Here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Mariota sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Mariota to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll give Henry another shot. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Gun! All right, here we go.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. His throw's going to be incomplete. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Buying time to his left. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On his Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Landry now on the return. Landry, agile footwork. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Called a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Mayfield now from the 50. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast. Any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect on third down. It's Hines. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. This is Hines, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, first and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down, Mariota. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Titans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Mariota now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Going deep here for Matthews. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Mariota. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back there in Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2nd down, Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Back now in Nashville. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nyheim Hines, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They run with Hines, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Hines. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Flushed out right. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mariota now, perfect since the second half started. 7-7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. Mariota, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And his throw here's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota now. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4. Play action now. Mariota. Now he's forced out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. They'll try and run it in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here's Hines on a toss play. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now it's Hines. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nyheim Hines, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Mariota. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So that one will be accepted.
Detroit! Detroit!
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jamison Crowder, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down, here's Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, Mariota. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Cleveland, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.